Samaya. I'm from Mumbai, India. I'm currently 22 years old, and I started my creator journey just 1 year ago. I actually was in the literature space before that, where I got a bachelor degree in literature. Then I went into the publishing space. I worked with an author as an editor, and so that went on for like 2.5 years. After which I got into the education space, where I helped design a design program, a bachelor's of design program in product design. And that was just not my space, but the entire space of education was so much fun. And then I
Right.
discovered that that's definitely not my final area that I wanted to like work in for the next 20 years. So I took a NAS Academy course on
Which
script
one?
writing.
Which one?
It was the art of scripting. And
Okay, cool.
turns out
The art of
I won
storytelling,
that
isn't
one.
it? The art of
Yeah.
storytelling, yes.
And so I won the best script and I won the creator master course.
Awesome.
So
That's
thankfully I
great.
didn't have to pay for it. And that was changing. That was like that made me that introduced me to editing and start to end production. And so I started making a couple of videos after that. And then I realized that I'm the worst person at video editing. So I had to like really brush up my skills. And so I started working with companies where now I script and I present on camera, and someone else handles the editing because I just can't do that. And hopefully, I will get a master's degree soon in production, and I
Awesome.
can take it forward from there.
That's beautiful. That's a great short story and long story as well, because it's probably have a lot happening in between, right? So yeah, that's great. So you took the art of storytelling from NAS Academy. So if I
Yeah.
tell you how many courses I took in NAS Academy, you're gonna laugh because
Tell me.
I can tell you the ones I didn't because it's easier to count. So I took I took the Dan Mace, I took the Creator Master course at Art of Storytelling Facebook. Dear Aline, content creator,
Wow.
Dear Aline Money, Talk Money. So pretty much all of them. But yes, what happened with me on the Unstoppable Confidence, I got the first spot, right? So I got
Wow.
the CMC, and then after that, I did the Dear Aline Creator, and I got the CMC as well. So I had two CMCs. So what I did, one I took, because I always worked with video editing, but one I took, and I just wanted to be part of the community and meet people and everything. But the other one, what I did, I split that in very short courses as credit,
Okay.
and I give away to people that couldn't afford it. So
Oh my God, Atul, you're
I
so
launched,
cool.
I launched promotions on my Instagram, giving away, like today, this week I'm giving away the Unstoppable Confidence, and this week
Wow.
the Art of Storytelling, and this and that. So I gave away a lot of courses, and people
Wow.
like from Nepal and places that, man, look, one guy from Nepal, and it's funny because I gave away 3-4 courses, right? And every person that won my giveaway won the CMC.
What? Every
Yeah,
one of
how
them.
fun is
Like
that?
all
So
of
the
them.
person couldn't afford it. I gave a course, and they did the course, and then won the first prize, $500, and they did the CMC, and now they are creators as well. So that's
That is
awesome.
so cool.
Yeah,
Did
that's really
you make a video on this?
we can, of course. Everything we can make videos.
So cool. I need to like collab with them.
Yeah. So one of the guys used to power his computer with a solar panel. So it's like, if you run out of power, that's it. You can't create. So he has to be very good at it. And he's a teacher in Nepal. So that's a really great story. And about you,
Yeah.
the thing is, when you mentioned to me edutainment, right? I
Yeah.
had to search that word. I kind of got it, but I had to go on Google and search because I thought, oh, that's not a normal word. And I totally get it because it's two words mixed together. But you learn is education and entertainment at the same time. So you teach and people have fun, right? Can you explain
Exactly.
that to us a bit?
Yeah, so edutainment is actually education and entertainment. I felt like the space in India, the creator space in India, was very predominantly entertainment, like comedians or people making reels that are funny, and just things like that, content like that, that wasn't very qualitative. That didn't give you any value at the end of the day, except for making you laugh. On the other hand, there was this entire huge industry of people wanting to teach you. So like if you want to understand any tiny concept in science, math, anything, you would find an Indian making that topic. Or there are these large companies like Mahesh Tutorial, Khan Academy, whatever, and all these people are creating a lot of educational content. But then that specific content is also only textbook content made into video and explaining mathematical concepts.
Yeah.
And I wanted a space to exist like Vox Media. Like in US, they have Crash Course by John Green and Hank Green. They have Vox, they have Great Big Story, they have 60-second docs. Like they have these amazing places of journalism that do investigative journalism, feature journalism, or just make really interesting videos that are both entertaining and educating. And I wanted that space to exist in India. And I wanted people to watch edutainment content for fun. So I want like smart content to be consumed generally in daily life. And I feel like I wanted to start that out because I found that that was an area that wasn't very tapped in around me. So that's where the idea came from. I'm still developing it because I'm not specialized in math or science. I've got a literature degree. And so I'm still like developing my content slowly. I'm working currently with a medical company. And so currently we started with like fun facts or things that you should know. And we've tried to make it fun. I can send you a few links.
But the thing is, like, how cool is that, right? Because you learn something at the same time you have fun. So you kind of want to learn. Because some people are so lazy and they don't want to learn stuff. So like you make fun, you make like that very interesting and fun to go through, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
have you heard of the Ig Nobel Prizes?
Sorry?
The Ig Nobel Prizes.
What? Sorry, I didn't get it.
I'll write it down. So it's called the Ig Nobel Prizes. They're basically very.
I got it. Yeah.
Wait, did I type it? Yeah. So it's like the Nobel Prizes, but for absolutely funny awards. It's for awards that make you laugh and then think. And they're awarded by Nobel laureates at Harvard University. And I found their inventions so fascinating. I did an entire series on them. So for example, one person came up with this research paper that said that you can stop your hiccups by putting a finger up your ass.
Right.
And another person said that you can get rid of kidney stones with roller coasters. And the third person, like, they have so many inventions, not inventions, research papers like this. And I was like, this has to be my first series. So that's what I did. And
yeah, that's great. And I was watching on your videos on Instagram, and you have two guys behind you doing some stuff, and it's cool because you listen to the story and then you see the guys behind doing the acting, and then it makes that kind of different than others, because that's the thing about like when I think that when you go through Nice Academy, right, and then you learn through Nusaya and Dearlin, and then all these great content creators like Egon and all these guys, and What's Up Tony, So you learn from them, and then you try not to copy, but at the end of the day, you end up doing similar because it is what it is. You know what I mean? You can't go too far from it, and unless you have a very different idea of creating content, like say, for example, what I do, I have a lot of videos on YouTube, and I don't write scripts, so I just go crazy in front of the camera talking about something that's in here. And then what I do, I just cut in pieces and I edit and I do stuff. But I got two videos that are 3.5 minutes long. And what I did, I recorded for 9 minutes talking about a topic. And then I sliced it, the best parts, and I created a story. And that's it. So I made a 3-minute video talking in front of the camera and acting and do all stuff. So that's what I try to do, to be different, not to talk about Seychelles and not to talk about the Dead Sea and those things are art or storytelling. So I try to be different, and it's hard because everyone goes in the same direction. And when you are different, it takes longer to get there. But when you get there, you are the only one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is that path you have to go through to be successful sometimes. But yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
Recently, I heard Gary Vee did the same thing. So you know Gary Vaynerchuk, right?
Yep.
So basically, he has these people moving behind him. I think I lost you. I think it's my network.
Your connection, I think, is a bit weak.
Okay, I'm changing my connection. Hopefully, you can hear me.
Soon. She's off a bit. I think her internet connection is a bit poor. Hey guys, that's it. So thanks. Yeah, Gary Vee is truly awesome. I know. I went to his. She's off. She's gonna come back soon. So Gary Vee. Gary Vee. Go live with her. Okay, cool. I just invited her back. So Gary Vee is like is very, very cool guy. I think some people don't like it because he swears a lot sometimes, but I really think that's not a big deal, you know. So if you Gary Vee is the kind of guy is the kind of guy that or you like him or you don't. There is no midterm, right? So she's trying to get on. Hey Ma, how are you, man? Yeah, this is looking good setup. Yeah, so it's just an iPhone. I got the new iPhone. It took my empty my wallet, but that's all right. So that's just part of it. I have to deal with it and get better, right? So improve my setup. And this blurry background as well is a filter. So I just a filter on Instagram that made the background blurry. That's awesome. So I'll just try to invite her again back to the live. I invite her. There she is. Yay!
Okay.
Okay. So if you're using, I don't know if you're using internet from your phone or from your home, because what happens when you use Wi-Fi, it normally happens. Okay.
I changed from my phone data to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so use data instead of Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi, I don't know, sometimes Wi-Fi plays up, but if it doesn't, just go back and reset again. All right.
Okay. Cool.
You can keep going on what you were talking about, and I think it was about the prices.
Gary
Right?
Vee. I was talking about, like, as you said, you were recording your content and then cutting it, and that's how you created mini snippet. So Gary Vaynerchuk's team, he's this amazing wine connoisseur and businessman, and they go around him and they shoot his footage all day long. And at the end of the day, they cut snippets from it, and that's how his content is made. Like 90% of the content.
That's exactly what I did. Because have you seen his PDF, his book?
Yeah.
Talking about the way he does, because he creates a full content and he breaks in parts. So, for example, now I get a snippet from this live, and you talk about you talk something about culture, and then I'll create a content about culture, and I'll put that snippet, and then people watch it and they go straight to the full video, and it's like a funnel, right? People just dive in and go right in the hole. So it is awesome.
So you know how they do it. So today I watched his team and they were talking about how from 24 hours of content, they're able to get these 30 seconds. So basically when the videographer is going around and he really thinks that Gary Vee has spouted some wisdom, he'll put his hand in front of the camera. So the person who's editing it just looks for like hands, and he'll find that snippet and then post it. So it's like this crazy team effort. And I was just so mind-blown.
Gary Vee, I went to his that there was a day they had a lot of people. I don't remember how you call it, but it had a lot of people, and Gary Vee was the one there, right? So I went there, I paid the ticket, I went there to watch him live. So I went there to watch him live, and he was doing everything, and it was cool because he had key questions. It was funny because as a video maker, I noticed that he was asking questions that was a specific niche that he wanted to target. So, for example, he asked, like the interview he had with Mark from Facebook. So he had one recently. So the key questions in that, the whole thing was about the metaverse and all these changes in the world and the thing. But he asked about his clothes. So if you go to Gary Vee's post, there is one post that says, why Mark wears the same shirt? That's totally different than what he was talking about. But he asked that question in the middle of the interview to get this content out. You know what I mean? So if, for example, we are doing an interview now, I'll ask you a specific question to get that information from you to create that content, that specific snippet. You know what I mean? So it's really, really, really awesome. But is everything here? He's a machine.
Very true. And I feel like he tries to hit the same topics until people get it. So things like NFTs, things like, you're still young, you have this, you have your life like 20 more years till you reach my age when you can start again. So he tries to get consistency with his content where he ensures that people know these basic values, and then he'll drive them home until people start following it, and then he'll move on to the next. So there's this Indian content creator who's very similar. I don't recall his name currently, but he's the founder of nearby.com, Ankur Warikoo. He does the exact same thing. So this guy took Gary Vee's model, and today he's got a million.
I've seen him. I think I've seen him.
You seen him? But he does his own niche. And he gets like these Indians on call, and then they can ask him questions, and then those become snippets of videos. So it's a very good model. I think all of us should
cool, because what I did on that video, I told you, the 9-minute video, I cut in 3 minutes. And then what I did, because I talk about helping homeless, right? Helping people on the streets. Because one day I took my son, and I have 2 kids. And I want the older, the 8-year-old one, I showed him how to help someone, and I bought a bag of bread, and I told him, now you give to that man sitting there and all these things. So anyway, it's a story that I always wanted to teach him, and I created a video of it. So I created a video. So on that video, I took heaps of breaks, parts that I use on my reels. So one of was like, why not help the homeless? Sometimes they don't need the money. They need someone to be, or whatever I was saying, just a quote, you know what I mean? Just like 10 seconds of the full video. And then I broke that in parts, in tiny little parts. So I had like 2 weeks of reels. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm doing. Like I'm posting for like 90 days straight, one a day. Yeah, but they're all short, they're all motivational quotes, which I like talking about.
You should check out Full-Time Influencer.
Sorry?
You should check out Full-Time Influencer. I didn't know you're posting one a day for 90 days, because there's this woman who did the same thing. There's this page called Off Leather and Lace, and she started a new company teaching people how to influence. And so she started with 10,000 followers, and she's like, in 30 days, with 30 reels, I'm going to make 30K followers. And so she's shared her tips and tricks of how one reel a day can help. So in case you'd like, I think that would be amazing, because you have that level of consistency.
Yeah, it's cool. The only thing is I do video production, right? I work as video editor and graphic designer, right? And also I create websites. But what happens is I have a few projects going on and everything. So I don't have the time to sit and really produce, edit a video for reels every day. That's why I just jump in front of the camera like now, and I say something, and I put on reels, I put a music in the background, put subtitles, and Bob's your ankle. See you later. That's it. See you tomorrow. and I'll keep doing that every day because it's easy for me. I just get the phone, I say something, and then I post it. That's why I'm consistent, because it's easy for me to be like that. I just go outside, record, and that's it. But regarding to have a proper video, right? A proper full video or whatever, like say 1 minute video for Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever, it just takes time. You know what I mean? To do a very well produced video, and also like worry about hook, problem, you know, all these solutions. And I'm not that. I'm not into that. I'm more like doing lives like I'm doing now. That's why I created this project, because I thought my Instagram is full of creators, because everyone that is on my Instagram, I have almost 400 followers. For me, these 400 people, you know, I don't care about the numbers. These 400 people are people that really follow me because they like me, right? So they follow me because they like me. I know they like me because I know every single one. And that's why, like, most of them are from NAS Academy community.
Oh, wow.
Because they are all from the courses I took, you know, people I met, right? So the last course I took was the Danmates, you know, the Danmates. So I got first on that one as well. But I didn't win the CMC. I didn't win the CMC.
That is too good.
What I got a creator shirt and $50 credit on NAS Academy, which is cool, you know. But Danmates, he gave feedback on my video and everything, so it was awesome. Anyway, that community is awesome on NAS Academy, you know, like you learn a lot and you met a lot of people, and then you go to that circle creator, the other group you create, that the one we met. So it is awesome. It is awesome, this type of community, you know. That's why, like, for me, having these 400 people following me, that means a lot to me, because I think about these 400 people inside this room, and it's a lot of people. You know, it doesn't need to be thousands. Just this 400 is enough, you know. You see, like Jude, you know Jude?
I know Jude,
the balloon artist. He's
I know Jude. Yes.
He's gonna be live. He's gonna be live with me tomorrow, and he's gonna do balloon whatever he wants. He was gonna make animals or whatever. So kids, you're welcome. So that's it. All right, I got another question for you. Can you tell me about a project that challenge you, like a project that, like, okay, cool, I have to work hard, learn a lot to do this, but I want to do this? Because I love challenges. I love challenging myself and doing stuff that I think that I don't know how to do, but at the end I get it because I learn. But tell about you. What do you think that which project you can tell us that was a challenge for you?
So something that I've already done in the past, or something I will do in the future?
Doesn't matter. Well, past, something that you went through already, and then we go to the future later.
Yeah. So I'll tell you about the first one I did. So I have 2-3. So when I was doing the Creator Master Course, the CMC, at that time they asked you to do multiple projects, and that was my first time video shooting. And that time I told you I was working in the education firm where I was creating a course.
Yeah, no, I just said hi to the guys there. They are just, you know, waving and oh, you got a lot of people here. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah, so at that time I was creating my first video, and at that time I had access to the entire laboratory, the entire space, all the people. I could interview them. I could do whatever I wanted. So my first video was so complicated because I had to get shots for every little thing. So I wanted to talk about how alternative in nature the course was, and how it wasn't like we had really transformed education. So it was a very close to my heart project, and just trying to put that into 3 minutes was such a task. And
they asked you to do the B-rolls yourself, right?
Yeah.
So for the people that are watching us, what is a B-roll? Can you tell us what's a B-roll?
The audience or me?
Yeah, tell the audience for us what's a B-roll, because a few people don't know what's a B-roll.
Okay, so a main shot is a shot of your face, and a B-roll is everything that is not your face. So you can take, suppose you're talking about a new kind of drink. So you will like be drinking water, or you will be trying to make the drink in the kitchen, or you will probably have a photo, a video of how the drink finally looks. All those are B-roll shots. So they are in addition to your main video that kind of spice it up and show what you're doing rather than just talking about it.
Yeah, that's it. So, for example, and then the more creative you are, the better. For example, if you want to say that the borders are closed because of whatever happens, so the airport's shut, okay? And then you want to say that in the video, but you don't want to go to the airport and then record the airport empty and get all the people out of the airport and record the video and then do that. What do? You get your passport, you open the drawer, you put the passport inside, you close the door. So that puts your brain that you're not going to use your passport and you're not allowed to travel. So it is a kind of being creative as a video maker and creating these kind of bureaus. And that's awesome. So keep going.
And Nat also does that. So like when he was talking about burning the island of trash, he took like a cardboard box and stepped on it, and that was his B-roll. And I found that so creative. That was like blowing my mind. Yeah. So
creating bureaus. So that was your challenge, was it?
It was so challenging. So I had to get all the machines to work. I had to get 3 different people to tell me what they thought was wrong in the education system, making other people act, and we were doing like all kinds of lower upper shots, you know, as they said, perspectives. And that was so unique for me. So that was my first one that I really had to make good. And for the first time, I didn't know how important audio was. Like, even though my trainer Kamar had told me that Nitya, audio over video always.
You get the blanket put on top of your head.
I couldn't, because I had to do it live. I had to shoot it in that entire atmosphere, and it was I was 2 meters away from the mic because the wall was there, and I had to get that, and it was so different from the voiceover, and the whole audio was so bad.
So I was your speaking shot was different than your voiceover.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what I do in that case, right? I do everything in the same mic, in the same position, in the same place. For example, I do all my speaking shots in front of the camera, and then when I know, because what I used to do, I write the whole script, and then I separate the parts that I'm gonna look at the camera and speak, right? So like say, this. So this part, this phrase, I look at the camera and I speak. And then when I know that the next part, I won't be on the camera, and then it's going to be B-rolls, I keep speaking, but not looking at the camera. So I keep speaking the same position I am. So I do the full recording, audio and video. And then the parts that I'm not on the camera, I just cut. So I just put the B-rolls on top. So for me, the audio was kind of the same. But again, they explain that you cover yourself with a blanket, and then the audio stays inside and you have a better quality. But sometimes when you don't use the blanket, and then it's gonna be all the ambient noise. So it is tricky, and it's challenging. Yeah, it's so challenging. I know, because I done the CMC. For you guys that are watching here, the CMC is a course on NAS Academy. It's called Creator Master Course, and they teach you from the beginning as a video creator how to use the software, how to create a video, how to record yourself, how to record audio, how to export the video, and how to post the video on the internet. So you, on the full course, is a month, and you have 2 classes and 1 meeting, right? I think once a week or something, and then at the end you're gonna make 3 videos. So they teach you how to actually not use B-rolls from the internet, and then record everything yourself. So you talk about money, you hold the money. You talk about sadness, you do this. You know, whatever. You have to create that yourself, which is so challenging, and I totally agree with you, because for me it was. For me it was.
20 B-rolls were in that one video. It was. And then the second one was a music video. So I had recorded a song, and I wanted to do a music video for that. And oh my God, it was my first time doing it with not in a closed space. So I was doing it outdoors, and just to get everything right. And we were actually scouting places on the same day that we were shooting. we finally ended up in my college campus, and we were like, this is where we're going to do it. So I had these two people, these two girls, because I didn't have too many people. So these two girls had a romance, and I had to document the entire romance through locations. So one was in a park, one was in a restaurant, one was on campus, one was in her house. And so we had these different locations, different lighting, and just managing that first time was unimaginable. And then the sun was going down, and we hadn't completed our shots. And I thought, why is this so difficult? Why?
Yeah, and it's funny because they come to you and they say, okay, the first video you do yourself, because they want to feel how people work and how people deal with stuff. And the second one, they do a group. So you have to make a WhatsApp group with like 2 or 3 people that you actually don't know, and then create a project together and get all the B-rolls and the script together. And you know, it's tough because it's a short time. You have to create everything in group as well, because it's different time zones, different people, you know. Like we are from different places. I'm from Australia, and then someone from Samoa, and then another one from Japan. You know, it's like, how are we gonna meet in one day on Zoom to discuss about it? Because one will be sleeping for sure, you know. But that's cool. That's great to hear. And one other thing is, can you tell us what is your dream? What is your dream as a content creator? Like, okay, cool, I create videos, I do this, I have my Instagram, I have my projects, I do everything. But what is your goal with it? What's your dream? What do you plan to do in the future with it? You know, what's your dream?
Yeah, this is so huge that I don't know how I'm going to do it. But essentially,
I know, no one does.
Yeah, so this one is very cool. I think you'll like it. So I really want to increase the soft power of India. I feel like there are not a lot of stories that have been documented in my country. The most typical ones about food and travel have been documented, but there are these so many hidden stories that have not been. And so a lot of the world does not know about the cool things that take place in my country. And so I really want to create a Vox for my country, or like an SDD for only India. And there are a couple of people who have done it, Abhi and Neo and people like that. So I want to be the person who represents India to the world in English and in the entertainment space. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And what are you doing to achieve that?
Right now, building my skills to be able to make better videos than I currently am able to. So I think that's the next step that I'm working on. Next week, I'm going to join an ad company who's making short films for like different companies. Like short films as in really short advertisements, like maximum is 5 minutes. And so that will be super helpful.
Is it a brand, right? A brand, a company, or a brand?
I'm working with an ad company. Advertisement company.
Oh, cool. So they have different customers, different brands and places. Exactly. That's great.
They work with NGOs, like car companies, like everything.
Oh, so that's my dream. Because you know why? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you later the videos I created, product advertisement. Because I like all these things that I was working from. I work from home, right? So working from home, it gives that space. I have a lot of space, and I could get a product from anywhere in Australia or in the world and get it put on my bench, put the green screen and record an advertisement, right? So I have a few advertisements. One that I created that Mace, and one was an awesome advertisement. I did an animation on a beer bottle. So it was great, was cool, was different. And also another brand that I created is from Australia, is a Brazilian brand. And so it is awesome to create product advertisement. I love so much because you get the product itself and you understand the product, you understand the shapes, and you understand how the product reacts on the video. So you kind of start doing animations and dropping and putting water, like you get a cup like that, and then the water splashes out and all these things. I love doing this kind of thing.
Do you use machines? Do you use machines to do it?
No. What I do, like I put in my it's all by hand, because I just like for example, I had the headphones. I had the headphones. I created an ad for the headphones, right? Which are
Okay.
these beats. I created just for practicing, right? I know that's not the right thing to do, but what I did, I just did this, right? I spin
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
I spin like that. It can break here, but anyway. So I was two, three like spins like that. So what I did, I masked the wire out, right? So I masked it out, and then I have the actual headphones spinning in the air with the green screen, so that I
Wow.
could put any backdrop. And that's awesome because I could make a really cool ad for these headphones using music and everything. So I'm pretty creative on that side, and I don't have much structure, but I can do. That's why you start talking about creating advertising for company. I thought, oh, that's great.
Hopefully. So that starts Monday. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. So what type
I've
of
learned so
gear?
much from doing this one live. Now I have so many more ideas to go back and execute.
Yeah, that's it. So what do you do recording as well, or just be in front of the camera, or what do you?
Script and in front of the camera is what I know how to do because I've done like training, years of speech and drama from Trinity, or I studied literature. I've been a writer, I've been an editor. So I'm good at these two. I don't know videography and editing very well, but that's why I want to get into it in order to get better at it. I'm not very good at my lighting, not very good at the sound just as yet. But oh my God, I need to learn that really, really badly. Yeah. So
Yeah,
hope to
well,
improve.
there is no much secret if you think about it, right? Because I'll give you a tip, right? Hold your hand in front of you like that, right?
Okay.
And then you start spinning. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are in outside area or anywhere you are. So you put your hand like that, and then you spin. When you see the palm of your hand is very bright and nice,
Yeah.
that's where
That's
your
where you
face.
can.
That's where your face is gonna be.
Yeah.
And then you can
Right.
go to that position and face that. So that's the best way to get a better light on you when you don't have lights. Okay, so
I'll tell you my
other thing.
problem. My problem is, do you see this? That's where my curtain is. And that's where I can put my green screen. And if the window is where I put my green screen, then natural light is out of the question in my room.
So green screen
And
is
so
another
these
thing.
lights are very bad.
Green screen is another thing. So if you use green screen, you must have proper lights, right?
Yeah.
There is an app called Green Screener. Okay. So that app, what do? You put the green screen, you go in front of it, and then you get the phone, someone get the phone and record and take a photo or record yourself with the app. And what's gonna happen? The app is gonna tell you where the light's not proper done. So it's gonna tell you, because when you put, which software do you use?
Premiere Pro.
Premiere Pro. Okay, cool. When you go on Premiere Pro, because I used to that was my software until like 2 months ago, and I'm on Final Cut now, and I love it. Premiere Pro. Anyway, so Premiere Pro is easy. You're gonna key it, right? You're gonna chroma key, and then you're gonna remove the green. So when the greens are too dark around you, it shows a bit of grains, right? That's where the problem is. That's why you have to put a proper light on the green, a light behind you facing your back to give the line around your body. Okay?
Yeah.
And you can't be too close to the green screen, because if you're too close, you leave the shadow behind. So the shadow is gonna make the light. So you have to be far from the green screen, a light behind you facing your back, and a light to the green screen. And then you're gonna be fine.
Wow.
So these tricks are awesome for green screen. So you don't need much. You just need enough to do it. So if you have a window, if you have whatever you have, it's gonna work. You know what I mean?
So you need two ring lights essentially, one at your back and one in the front.
So you can have one on the front, but if you face the window, you don't need a light in front of you. You just need a light. Say you need to be far from the green screen and a light behind your back.
Okay, cool.
Because the light facing your back is gonna make that light bright, around your body, around your shape. and that's gonna make easier to key. Once you key it, all the green is gonna go. And also, just be careful if you use clothes that got a bit of green side. Don't use green.
I don't do that. So I won't wear for sure.
You go on blue or other color. Doesn't matter which one. Or pink sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Done for sure.
That's great. So yeah, that's it. So what other projects you work with? Like do you do videos? You're gonna start working for this company, right?
Yeah. So that's my next thing. So currently I'm doing with the medical company, the reels you saw with the 2 people at the back. I'm trying different formats with them. So those are just reels. And now next week I'll start with a new ad company. So I'm just trying different formats. What works for me,
All right, cool. So you normally post videos on Instagram only, or you do Facebook, YouTube, TikTok?
Not Facebook. I do YouTube Shorts and Instagram currently. Hopefully YouTube long form content in the future.
All right. Do you do native uploads, or you just double it? All right, native cool. I'll explain to you. What is native? You know what's native upload?
No.
So, for example, you record a video, you have the video ready on your phone, and then you go on Instagram, you upload it, you put subtitles, you put all the text, whatever you want to put on, and then you post it. And then you go there on Instagram, you download that video you just created and post that on YouTube Shorts or on TikTok. So if you do that, the algorithm doesn't like it. Okay?
Why?
Because you're using text, you're using logos, you're using stuff from somewhere else. Same thing when people download videos from TikTok and put on Instagram. So what do you have to do? What is a native upload? You have the video. You put the video on Instagram, and then you edit, and then you create it, and then you do everything on Instagram. That's it. And then you get the same video raw, and you put on TikTok. You put the text, you put the music, you do everything again on TikTok. That's a native upload because you're creating that on TikTok, and you're creating that on Instagram, and you're creating that on YouTube.
I create on InShot, and then I put it on Instagram because it's too many edits, too many cuts. Subtitles are different for each few seconds.
That's why, like, if you use Premiere Pro, what I would recommend is just create the whole video on Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
Don't do anything on editing on Instagram and TikTok. Just upload. So you're gonna upload the video there, upload the video here, upload the video there, and that's it. They say when you use background music, it gets more exposure, especially on reels.
I do that.
Yeah, cool. So when you have your own music, you know what you do?
I mute it and then I put Instagram's music.
That's it. No, you don't mute yours. You mute Instagram's music. So you add the Instagram music, leave your video as it is. You just add the Instagram music in it, and then volume down. And then you're going to have your video playing with the Instagram music in the background, and then the exposure is going to be on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So that's just a few tricks that you learn. Like when I had like 290 followers or something, I posted a video into 4,000 views in 30 minutes.
Wow.
And I thought, what's happening? Because I was with a friend here. I said, what's going on? You know? And then after that, then what happens on Instagram, you have to understand the time you post. You know what I mean? So you can't just jump on Instagram anytime and post, because they are based on your country, right? They are based on your country. So yeah. So for example, for me, I can check how many people of my page are active, are online at the moment. And then that'll be okay. I can check. Normally, like no more than 50 people are at the same time on Instagram for me, because I don't have many followers. But if you think about it, you post. That's what I did on these 90 days I'm doing. So I post 7 a.m. Then I go next day, I do 9 a.m. And then the other day I go there, I do 12. And I keep trying. Sometimes I post at 3, it goes crazy. And then sometimes I post at 3:15 and I get 100 views. You know what I mean? So it is funny. It is funny. So for me now in Australia, I noticed that if I post between 7 and 7:30, it is okay. Some of the videos, they go like, okay, they go like, 3,000, 4,000 views and get a few followers and all these things. And, but I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for, thousands of views and these. I'm just looking for people that like my stuff. So if they start following me, that's okay. And if I get, if I don't get anything, doesn't matter. So if you go to my reels now, you're going to see videos with, 50 views and one next to it with 4,000, 4,500. And it's funny because that's how reels work. They just, the more relatable you are, the more explore pages they're going to show it. So you have your explore page, I have my explore page, and the other one has his explore page. It's all based on what we look at, what we like. Right? So if you like inspirational stuff, everything on your explore page is going to be inspirational. So, so when I post, it goes to people that like inspirational stuff, But the more relatable to them it is, that quote I said, the more explore pages my video is going to be, and more views I'm going to get. So it is tricky. That's why it's important to have a good hook, if you think about it at the end of the day. So the first 2 seconds are important.
Yeah. Usually I just give an explanation and then my best content is at the end of the video, and I had to just rethink and put all of that in the start, and only then do the videos work very well.
You see the description of this video, this live now, let's talk edutainment. Yes. You know why I did that? Because people, sometimes they get confused reading it because it's not a normal word.
Yeah.
Right? So people, what is that? I'm going to watch,
Nice. Very true.
So you get that hook. But that's awesome. That's so good to talk to you. And I wish you the best on your productions and your videos and everything. And if you guys, whoever is watching, if you tap on top there, you can see her page and you can just follow her. You can just follow her and enjoy and have a good time because her content is awesome. And she has 2 actors behind her doing all the scenes, and she speaks, it's great. It's so fun.
Thank you. One last thing I want to share. Do you notice this?
I was going to ask you. Tell us, what is that?
So this is called mehendi. It's also called henna in English. So basically, it's made from
henna,
a leaf.
Henna, it comes out, right?
Yeah. It's like a temporary tattoo. So during weddings, so I attended a wedding last week, and then I have it till my elbow.
I thought I was in the wedding because I was following you and checking all your reels and stuff, your stories, and I thought I'm feeling like I'm dead.
I'm so glad. I should post more.
So tell us about it.
But
how long did it take to get it done?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Because they had to do 2 hands, front and back. So it was very detailed. So if you look at, I don't know if you can see, you see how detailed it is? And every pattern.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. It goes right at the tip of the fingers.
Right at the tip, yeah. See, this is coming off because I use my palms a lot, but the rest is still intact.
Oh, that's great. How long it takes to come out?
It depends. So if you scrub it a lot, it will come out by tomorrow. Otherwise, it'll stay for 4-5 days. So 1.5 to 2 weeks maximum. Yeah.
So in our next live will be gone.
Next live? Oh, our next live. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And that's it. I think we're good to go. And it was an amazing live. Thank you very much.
It really was. Thank you. I learned so much.
Sorry?
I learned so much from you.
That's great. And also we learn from each other, to be truth, Like I have my knowledge to share with you, and you have your knowledge to share with me. You know what I mean? Like whatever we know, I think I always think that we don't know. We know. I mean, when I say that, I say like you always know something I don't. You know what I mean? Like that's why like when we do networking, when we talk to each other, when we communicate, when we have this whole live and talking and go on WhatsApp and whatever, that's where you learn. And the best thing is, if you know something, you have to share, you have to pass it on. Don't keep to yourself, and then just that's the best way to grow and and fly. That's it.
So I'm really glad you invited me.
That was an amazing live. Thank you very much again, and I wish you the best on your production and your career and your new job. And we keep in touch for sure. I'll send you a few videos. If you need a hand with anything, just let me know. I'll give you a tip. We can have a private chat. I'll explain to you how to use editing on Premiere Pro and all these things. I can help you with that as well. And let me know anything you need. And I hope you had a good time as well.
I did. I really did. Thank you so much.
That's all right. No problem. And I will see you next time, because we're going to have another live in the future for sure, right?
For sure.
Because once you get the job, we have more things to talk about.
So many more. Yes, done. For sure.
That's it. Thank you, Nitya. And you have a good day. I don't know what time is it there?
What?
What time is it there?
It is 5:48 p.m.
Oh, cool. That's all right. Here is 10 to 11 p.m. That's all right.
That's late. Ouch, okay. Oh, is it morning or night?
Night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Cool,
right.
cool.
I go to bed late anyway, so that's okay. Okay, you have a good night, and we'll talk soon.
You too.
See you. Bye.